The winter that never ended. No one remembered exactly when it started. At first, it was just another flu season. Hospitals were busy, pharmacies ran low on medicine, and people complained the usual way about sore throats, headaches, and exhaustion that lingered longer than expected. Nothing unusual, nothing alarming. But then the patterns stopped making sense. People weren't just getting sick, they were getting different. Not dramatically, not in ways that made headlines, but subtly. Sleep patterns shifted, emotions dulled. Some people felt disconnected from their own thoughts, as if their minds were lagging behind their bodies. Others became anxious for no clear reason, waking at night with a feeling that something was wrong. Doctors called it post-viral fatigue. Psychologists called it stress response. Governments called it seasonal impact. But the numbers kept climbing. The strange part was that tests rarely showed anything conclusive. Sometimes it was influenza, sometimes a coronavirus variant, sometimes nothing at all. Yet people swore something was different. They didn't feel sick in the usual way. They felt altered. One nurse described it quietly after a night shift. It's like something passes through them and leaves a shadow behind. Of course, no one took that seriously. As weeks passed, the atmosphere changed. People stopped talking about symptoms and started talking about sensations. A pressure behind the eyes, a sense of being watched. Sudden emotional flatness. Not fear absence, as if something inside had gone quiet. Doctors reassured everyone. Stress, burnout, collective trauma, perfectly explainable. But the patterns kept repeating. Entire households would experience the same dream. A hallway, a door at the end, something on the other side that never showed itself. People woke up at the same hour, night after night, with the same sensation that something had been close, very close. It wasn't panic that spread. It was stillness. People stopped trusting their own thoughts. Conversations felt rehearsed. Emotions felt delayed, as if they were reacting seconds too late. Some described it as watching their lives from a step behind their eyes. The most disturbing part wasn't the illness. It was that no one could explain what had changed, only that something had. Scientists ran tests. Everything came back within normal limits. Yet normal no longer felt real. Old illnesses didn't behave like they used to. Recovery felt incomplete, as if something subtle remained behind, observing. Then came the reports no one wanted to document. People who recovered completely, but claimed they no longer felt fear. Others who lost the ability to dream. Some who said they felt watched from the inside. Authorities dismissed it as mass anxiety. Social media was flooded with explanations, debunkings, arguments. But deep down, many felt the same quiet unease. This wasn't panic. This was unfamiliarity with oneself. One doctor, exhausted and careful with his words, said something during a late-night interview that never aired. "It's not that the virus changed people," he said. "It's that it reminded them how fragile the line is between order and chaos." After that, the conversation shifted. People stopped asking what is happening and started asking, what did we wake up? The strangest part was how quickly everyone adapted. Life continued, work resumed, streets filled again, laughter returned. But something stayed behind, a thin tension beneath normal life. A sense that the world had briefly revealed a crack in its surface, and that what lies beneath is still there, watching, waiting for the next moment of weakness. The virus didn't need to destroy anything. It only needed to remind humanity how close it always is to losing control. And that reminder never really goes away.